I'm trying to harmonize.
I was going to say at the top of that Heather, this is if you're trying to do a breath off, this is a contest. I don't think you can win. And then I realized that I was causing myself to go down in tone, and very quickly this is going to become untenable. Oh. Good start. Welcome to Rhythm Café. This is a show where we play rhythm games here on the mighty Loading Ready Run Video Entertainment Network. And of course, everything, as usual, is brought to you by you, the viewer, through your fine donations and patronage over at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun and here on twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun, where we are currently broadcasting at the time that it is 16:07 on the 21st of Sunday, May 2023. I'm pretty sure I made several mistakes in the way that I put that together, but
I think the information technically accurate in a different format than I would have expected.
I hope it was understandable. Today, brand new rhythm game, Beat Blitz. Don't know anything about it.
It is a code that was given to us by Eric from Bassware Games, which I believe are the people who made Beat Blitz. So
thank you for that.
Thank you.
And we'll be taking our time through it today. Wow, yeah, I kind of just speed runned the front half there.
I mean, it's okay to want to just get to the game and play. I know that's not always what we do. This is a new game, so we don't have don't have any like weird baggage associated with it, like with Mozart.
No expectations.
Where we're just like, are we sure? How do we put this off as long as we can? You know, we don't have anything like that going on.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh yes, thank you. And let's just put that over there.
Like, it's very easy for us to forget Twitter because it's a hellhole.
Yeah, I access it via RSS only now. It's a one-way thing. It's super good. You get capybaras delivered directly into a little folder in my.
Why would you make the capybaras have to deal with Twitter?
Oh no, it's so. Fun fact: Twitter everywhere in the world except for North America is a thriving and fun place that people like to go and be in. It's just like most other things, the English-speaking world has been ruined by English speakers.
I want to point out that I know we like Muskrat is like definitely American whatever BS stuff. Can we not just separate from America for once? We are Canadian.
Sure would like to be able to put up those shins between us.
Can we sanction off our Twitter from the Americans?
That would be real nice. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Can we sanction like everything? Just like a big, not even a wall, just like a cellophane curtain, just enough to say.
I mean, I wouldn't want to put up an actual wall. That sounds like a lot of work, but I do like the idea of maybe like saran wrapping it.
Yeah, I think we should just really saran wrap America in total, just to keep the freshness in.
Yes.
There we go. I think we've now appropriately wham-jangled the opening to this. I'm gonna put us in the gameplay screen, as is our wont. And push the start button on this Beat Blitzen. Yes. Ideally, there'll be a large cutscene that will photosensitivity seizure warning.
I mean, that's.
It's not unexpected for a rhythm game, but it's good to.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, I think we made.
I don't think it's controller supported.
We maybe.
I didn't see anything that said it was. I just pulled it out in case.
Okay, it also is not keyboard-based as a game, it appears. Okay, so it's a clicker. Each death after the first checkpoint will lower your final score. You can see your death counter here.
Oh, hey, we haven't had a death counter in stream in like years.
I greatly appreciate that it looks like I'm piloting the 1Password icon.
From the top of a screen.
Oh yeah.
I don't know about you, but I find it really loud. Which, a little unusual. How's that, chat? Is that audio balance a lot better for you? You tell me. I'll wait for the leg of our conversation.
That was my problem, is that my headphones myself were turned down.
Balance is good. Great.
Great.
Continue.
Yeah.
Click here or use arrow keys to change level. Click level or press enter to play.
Click here to adjust the game
settings.
Oh, we can change the avatar.
Oh, let's go over there first. No! Everything is locked!
Of course.
Oh, okay, we gotta collect things. Eventually, we can look like whatever, something.
And you'll have to go back and put in the, you'll have to invert the Y.
L and B.
Oh, and space. Okay. So we could keyboard if we wanted to.
Escape. Hard code mode off. Yeah, that seems fine for us for now. Yep. While we learn ourselves.
As we scrub ourselves directly out. Oh, hey, we found the Ankh. Ah, good. That's a nice reward for. Oops. Thankfully, for those downhill bits, I think you can just roll down.
Oh, you know, that's probably true. I'm gonna go to mouse.
Well, it is gonna be in your dominant hand, which should make a difference.
Oh, that's true. I have a tendency to use the spacebar left-handed.
Interesting.
Okay, checkpoints are good.
And rotating palettes are nice as well. I really like this particular one. Feels like I'm playing the paint job on the side of a Jeep in the 1980s.
I wonder if there's a way to turn off some of these effects.
We should check that, actually. We should check that when you're done this level. I think the key here is to unfocus your eyes and just let it kind of wave over you.
I mean, focusing is a mistake, definitely.
Hey!
Ooh, S rank.
S rank.
Well, you know what that means.
Yep. New level is unlocked.
I do like these screens. The new avatar, I don't know, that seems very fancy.
Check graphics quality. It might be in quality. No.
No. No, that is slider for sound.
Are the controls.
There is no way to turn off the flashy bits.
Well, you should check on our new avatar at least. Neon.
Clothes like a rave.
Love it. Yeah. Let's see here. Let's glitch ourselves out.
Like, I have nothing against a game trying to be stylish, because I think that can be really cool. I just also know that sometimes the amount of time we play a game when you have stuff constantly flashing and doing such, it can be nice to turn it off.
Yeah, I personally have no problem with this whatsoever, but I do know that we have a very decent contingent of our audience that does have a photosensitivity, so it's nice to be able to turn those things off. Ah! Ah, don't have to jump on those platforms. They just launch me automatically.
So we've got like the auto runner style of game going on. The which I'm finding more games are doing. Like we're getting more of these styles of like the runner 3 thing, and then they're generally quite enjoyable.
I think Jetpack Joyride was probably my first auto runner game.
That one was. I felt like it really came at you because of the goals you got.
Well, and the aesthetic of it was really kind of cool at the time. I miss Barry. I would still classify this as rhythm games, given the fact that it's got repeating patterns.
Oh yeah, no, I meant just in the style of that kind of. There are kind of subgenres of rhythm games now.
Oh yeah. Which is good. I guess it means we can have options.
Because we've started to get more of the Rhythm Heaven style of games recently, which I do want to see more of. Done well, done badly, doesn't matter. I want to see more people picking up on that one and doing it.
I wonder if that's because people like the idea of just having mini games to make rather than full-length games, and then just tying those things together. What I'd really like to see, actually, is maybe a Rhythm Heaven style game that's done as a game jam, that everyone in the jam can submits one mini game, and then you publish the whole thing at the end.
That would be really neat.
Yeah.
Because I imagine a lot of game jams have themes and stuff that they go with.
Generally one of the defining features of the game jam itself.
Oh, there's ceiling tiles.
Gravity.
Oh, that scared me. I mean, this is essentially a one-button rhythm game. So being on the ceiling is not going to change my direction and do weird things, hopefully, to my brain. Yeah, I know I can deal with this.
Can't wait till it starts going the other direction as well.
Shut up, Ian.
I'm a dev now.
Nope, I jumped over the thing I needed.
I know that feel.
I do kind of like the colors changing to signify when you hit a checkpoint, like you're in a new area. That's fun.
And the colors don't clash with each other much, which is nice too.
Oh, I played video games where you like you end up on the ceiling and then your left and right are reversed, and there's only so many things I can handle changing at once.
Gravity, fine. Direction, cool. Both at the same time,
It's just not my thing. It really bends my brain in a bad way. Ooh.
Hey, new mechanic.
Dashy dashes. You see they're bringing Totally Spies back?
No, I did not. I will not be satisfied then unless they recreate the famous compact laser scene. Whoa. Was it the color scheme or something else that reminded you of Totally Spies just now?
The music.
Okay.
I was just like, this just seems like something that made me think of it.
Yeah, God, what is going on? We're getting new Totally Spies, new Clone High. The Venture Brothers is getting a movie. Everything's done.
Futurama's coming back?
Yep. Have we just,
We're just repeating.
have we decided culturally that the last 10 years were just a bust and we just need to go back and try again?
We need to start over?
Yeah.
Maybe. That's possible.
Look, we'll give you one more season of Futurama, and then you gotta find something new. But this time for real.
It's on Hulu this time.
Ah.
X. Ooh, star. Infrared.
Wait a minute, are these different settings within the... Ah. Oh, the star is the avatar, right.
Oops.
Darn triangles.
Oh, it's a real problem in Flatland.
I have been talking way too much about Flatland the past month.
Really?
Yeah. It came up in the car ride to the airport yesterday.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, God, somewhere else. I think it would have actually been, before monikers, too. Yes.
I've always been meaning to like read the book because I feel like it's got to be a much different experience than.
Yeah, but everything's just described rather than shown visually. Right, no, he was playing golf with Sarah on the my stream over at tiltyhouse.com or twitch.tv/tiltyhouse. We were looking at the elevation maps on a golf game.
Oh, okay.
And just the idea of, that's kind of like what it would be like in Flatland if this golf course passed through a two-dimensional world.
Okay, but what golf game were you playing?
Everybody's golf.
Oh, the good one. Great.
Yes.
Spoilers, I knew the answer to that already, but I like to ask for the benefit of the audience.
I mean, that's a game that just really could use a port to the PS5 just to keep it relevant and...
We should play that again on stream.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've done a CTS to that one.
And if we do, we should probably take some time to make some custom avatars beforehand, because it is so customizable.
I do like that the levels are unlocking, it looks like from note collecting rather than passing songs.
Yeah, or score or something. Just straight up, hey, you played a while, have a song.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to try something different? Or at least gives you the chance to go try something different if you're having a hard time.
Well, it also means you're not gating content behind skill, which is, in my opinion, the number one sin a game developer can make. Never make me go to YouTube because I can't kill Master Chief fast enough.
I used to have to send Isabel after him. She'll give him a talking to. Okay. Got there.
Nice.
Great.
Red, white, and blue.
Hey, Rodeo. How's it going, yo? Just to warn you, we are playing a rhythm game with a lot of visual effects and flashing that we can't turn off. So if that is visually a problem for you, you can leave. You can also feel free to just put us in another tab and listen to us talk and listen to the music.
Beware.
Also good.
View with care. Ah.
Don't touch those ones.
Yeah. Cool. Oh.
Kind of like that now that we're the star avatar, we get like this bright flashy star.
Makes me feel like now I'm playing, now instead of playing 1Password, I'm playing Daring Fireball.
It just makes me think of school.
Ah!
And get the big like star things on the bulletin boards.
Right. You know, adhesive stars like that were what made me realize I preferred the color of silver to gold.
Hmm. Yeah, like once you get used to some of the patterns, it's actually not so bad. It's a little terrifying the first time something new pops up, and it's just like, oh no!
Where does this go? What melody does this go with?
Yeah, but I mean, when you're going through life at like, I don't know, 100 miles an hour,
And are a star.
and our star, just life hits you fast.
It's woof. Those stars are getting big.
Is definitely giving me that like when the level finishes, the screen keeps going vibe.
Oh.
Oh, it goes this way.
Hey, that's I'll take
3
it.
deaths.
3
Yeah,
deaths and an
really
S.
Good. Okay, what else? With Pixel. Pixel,
Pixel friend.
Pixel time.
Ooh, time for us to. Wait, didn't you just? You did infrared.
You did ultramarine. I did
Yes.
infrared.
Now we're
doing ultraviolet. This is the light rainbow. My favorite color is Phantom, but we're not there yet. You know why? Do you know why?
Wait. Why, Heather?
Because the Phantom knows.
Wait. Yes. I'll let you have that.
Tell me that I'm wrong. The Phantom doesn't know.
The Phantom was smash evil. I think you're thinking of The Shadow?
I am.
Ah.
But I'm thinking of the Phantom movie with the skull ring.
Yeah, that was Billy Zane's Smashival.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did he also know?
I mean, I'm not really sure, but I feel like nobody knows what the Phantom is, and I can say that.
Yes,
and
definitely.
I can get away with it most of the time.
Okay, sorry. Because I was just listening yesterday to a podcast that was specifically talking about the Phantom, Darkman, and the Shadow. And the reason that the Shadow movie sucked so hard is because it was just made by people who didn't get it. And it was.
I didn't know there was a movie.
Oh yeah.
I've only known about the radio plays.
Because like, how do you adapt a Shadow unless you're a super fan like Bob Zemeckis, the guy who behind the Back to the Future films, and he wanted to do the Shadow, but they took it away from him, the studios, and they said like, no, we're gonna give it to this guy. So he's like, well, fuck you, I'm just gonna make Darkman, and Darkman turned out ruling because it was an homage to the Shadow. But
Okay.
Yeah, and then they talked about the Phantom because you can't talk about them without talking about the Phantom, and no one knew it.
I'm gonna point out I don't actually remember anything about the Phantom movie outside of like the poster and the skull ring and stuff because I watched it as a child, and I know that if I go back I will realize it's very bad. So I'm just not going to.
Probably.
Yeah.
I absolutely remember the poster because it will the terrible kerning on it of the words "smash evil" will never leave my head because it came out like a single word, "smashaville."
So our avatar definitely changes up
A lot of the gameplay.
a lot of the visuals and stuff, which is interesting.
I like it.
I've only actually heard a couple episodes of the Shadow radio play. My
Same.
mom owned all of them on cassette,
Oh.
and radio plays and audiobooks and stuff were what we listened to in the car on road trips.
That's a good thing to listen to. I was when I was in my early teens, I used to listen to a lot of late night radio when I wasn't supposed to in my room. And 930 CJCA back in Edmonton, back before it became a Christian commentary station, used to be just regular talk radio. And in the evenings, they would have a dating show, which I would listen to, which was the weirdest thing. But then it would transition into a late night program from 11 till 1 called those old radio shows. And they would have things like specifically The Shadow and some Sherlock Holmes stuff. Well, just old radio
I
shows.
kind of remember the older Sherlock Holmes radio stuff. I should just look a bunch of those up and listen to those instead of some of my podcasts.
I mean, they probably forgot to renew the copyrights, so a bunch of them are probably in the public domain.
That's true.
I mean, I know for a fact I've seen compilations of old radio shows on the Internet Archive.
Yeah, I feel like that is the place where I would find them.
I'm trying to remember if I've actually heard the War of the Worlds on that program or not. New level, thank goodness.
I am enjoying the amount of unlocking that is happening
Yep.
in this game. This is very good on that.
Oh, you know, we already had Neon.
I think Hex we might have skipped because I went straight for Star.
Sure, let's give it a try.
Um,
I have a feeling I know what it's going to be.
didn't switch to it.
Oh, didn't I?
No, you gotta click on it.
There we go, yeah. All right, folks, time to adjust your gamma. Oh,
Oh, you kind of slide instead of roll.
I don't like it.
That's weird looking.
I like it, Heather.
You remember when we had that character in Mozart just slide right out of screen.
Yep.
That kind of reminds me of this. Not like really in the sense of like, just the fact that it's like, if you had a shape that was originally looked like it was rolling and now it's not, this is perfect for it. It's just completely sliding along on a skateboard or something.
On a 31 board.
Is that a screwdriver joke?
No, that was a Mozart joke.
Ah, okay. Oh, okay.
Remember
yeah.
that? I believe
yes,
she actually
okay.
stepped onto the board and then...
Scooted off, yes.
Ah! I have to not click when I don't want to click.
Not jump on those, yeah.
The game will not just play itself either. We're getting there. We're learning. Also extremely tangled. I mean, you can call me Flynn Rider for that reason.
No, I think I want you to be the other one.
Rapunzel?
No, the lizard.
Oh, yep.
I just can't remember its name.
I'm gonna say, Rango.
I'm pretty sure that's not it.
No, I'm pretty sure there's only one lizard working in Hollywood right now, and it's Rango.
Pascal. Thank you.
Oh. Now you've got me thinking about Nier Automata.
Has Rhythm Cafe ever done Geometry Dash?
Yes. I'm pretty sure we have.
It was some time ago, but I think we did.
Yeah, either we have or we
We've
specifically not.
put our brains into thinking we have. I guess we could check the wiki. I think the wiki keeps track of that stuff. Maybe.
I'd hope so. We should start using it if it does.
I thought it did.
Where are we at here? 25%? Great.
You get there. And if you don't, that's fine. We still got like an hour and 20 minutes to fill.
Need to look ahead. Why does it say rapid up top? Okay.
I think Rapid is the name of the song. Or the level.
I thought it was Gamma. Or did I finish that one already?
I don't know anything outside of this last 5-second blip area, Ian.
Yeah, we'll be dreaming of this tonight. Not because we want to, but because it is hard.
I just thought it was because shapes were really easy to process.
I'm sorry, I've got my executive function. I can actually start making abstractions.
Good for you.
My parents say I'm reading at a grade 3 level.
Do they say that now, or did they say that when you were younger? Because I feel like a time period makes a difference on that.
Really does, doesn't it?
People are saying that it doesn't look like we've played Geometry Dash. I'm gonna believe them.
Yeah, they They know better than we do.
Mainly because I don't actually have a memory of playing it, but that happens with a number of games.
Windows has decided that I'm not doing anything useful.
Would you like to install some updates? You seem like maybe you want to take a break.
Okay. Jump, 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 jump. Oh!
Yay! Hey, different area at least.
Now,
Game's death counter goes up to 5 digits per level.
That's important to know.
Never did answer my question.
Which one was that?
When did your parents say you
Oh.
were at a grade 3 reading level?
Probably way before grade 3. I
Okay.
was into reading as a kid.
Back when they keep track of those things.
Yeah. I mean, I still enjoy reading.
Never said you didn't.
Yeah. But it's
I know you listen to a number of audiobooks, which also no issue with that. Especially if you can find like a really good audiobook. Like someone who reads it really well.
Oh, full cast recordings too are great. I will never say no to those. There used to be this really good recording of this story about wizards in a school. I don't know. It's been lost to time. I don't know what happened to it, but the people that got to do the recordings were just fantastic. It was a full cast, just really great. The audiobooks I don't like are the ones where Cory Doctorow reads his own sex scenes.
I don't know if I'd want to hear somebody read the sex scenes out loud. Like, no shade on anyone who does. I don't know if I'd want to.
I can tell you,
Don't know if I'd want that.
as someone who had it happen to him, I didn't want it,
Yeah, okay.
but it was part of the book, so
It happened.
yeah, it sure did.
Were you expecting it? Like, did you know that was about to happen, or just like?
It's it's books. You can see it coming, but you're never sure. Like, oh, are they going to how graphic is this going to be? What are they going to talk about? It wasn't very graphic, but it was still.
I mean, I do like physically reading a book just for the fact that I can physically see how much of it is left. But outside of that, I don't know that it matters if I actually read it in that format.
It's all information conveyance, and some mediums are better at conveying information in certain ways than others. But I want to be very clear that I am very much advocating for reading does not equal books.
No. Forgot to change out this avatar. Don't jumpy there.
In fact, I'm rolling over in that old John Waters quote in my head. The one that he says, if you go to a person's house and they don't have any books, don't sleep with them.
Okay.
I would actually counter that, because if you go to a person's house and they have a lot of books, that just means they're going to be so much more reluctant to moving in with you later. Because they'd have to move all of those books.
You can't say I have that kind of experience. So, okay.
I mean, you've moved
several times. But I'm not reluctant to move because of the number of books I have. I'm reluctant to move because I just don't like moving.
I think just the books are part of the moving that you do have to deal with, and they are heavy. Oh no.
They are. That's why you put them in small boxes. To be honest, I'd probably be fine with throwing out all of my books. Okay, not all of them. Oh no.
And I assume you mean, just to head this off the cliff, you mean donating them to, or giving them away, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm making noises because I don't like the dark.
Oh yeah, no, that's horseshit. What's going on right now is horseshit.
I don't like this. I'm experiencing feelings in real time.
Most of us do.
Look, sometimes I can delay those. No, I just mean like I'd be fully okay with just getting rid of a lot of things. But also there's the problem of moving it. Okay. Alright, darkness corner, I'm gonna get through you. Nope. But yeah, I probably wouldn't just throw books away. I would likely, guess if I want to be really lazy about it, I'd walk the 3 blocks to one of those neighborhood book libraries and just pile them in there.
Just unload on a community library.
Yeah, you know, those little library boxes, yeah.
Alright. B!
Change the avatar.
Right, yes, no more slidey
No
boy.
more slidey.
I want... You know what? Let's try invert. And
Go for a frolic.
Yeah, let's frolic for once.
You know, invert's not bad. Just kind of looks like a don't enter here sign now.
I don't think I want to be inverted anymore. No.
Level select.
Yes. Avatar. I like you, Pixel. I want to get to that chord change.
Yeah, I have a number of things I would be fine with just getting rid of, like giving somewhere so it goes away. No money needs to be exchanged, it just needs to go away. Some people that I live with, not to name names, even though that's very specific, prefer to get value out of things. And thus, things sometimes stay around our house longer than I'd like them to.
I absolutely feel that. And after a year after several years of trying to get rid of things, and extracting value from them, I've realized that some things aren't worth extracting the meager value from them. Now, I can't necessarily communicate that to other people.
No, and I mean, that's the thing people have to figure out for themselves. Sometimes it means like I get rid of things when they're not looking. Things that are mine, I wouldn't do that to another person's stuff.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's a conversation I never want to have to deal with.
But it did kind of hit me the other day, because I did bring home some things from the office that have been given to us, given to the group to distribute amongst ourselves, those little Lucky Star figurines. And, had them up on top of my shelves. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I have things in box. Like, the question to me was, do I want to unwrap these and keep the boxes and just put them on display for a while? And the answer is like, yeah, I think I do. I think I want to start curating and rotating the things that I have in my collection.
Sure. And
bringing them out and putting them away, and actually treating it like a real collection rather than just a bunch of stuff I own. In store, really, which is the big problem, because so much of it is just sitting in boxes, stored away, not being looked at, not being enjoyed.
Yeah, I had a couple of those at my place for a bit, and I set them up on a shelf. They looked very nice, and then I was like, cool, I don't think I want these anymore, so I brought them back.
I looked at them and said, yes, these are girls in real life uniforms, so therefore they fit the criteria of the collection.
Cute. They are. They're really cute. I feel like they didn't fit in with the shelf thing that I was doing after Pit, which is fine.
Yeah, that's part of curation.
And sometimes I rearrange it all.
Yep. There's
something really satisfying about reorganizing an entire bookshelf. Not always, but sometimes.
And that's, again, curation. It's doing the work to make your collection living rather than just a static piece.
Well, I mean, there comes a point where you have stuff that you never...
I don't care.
You're never going to end up using it. And maybe it's not because you're not going to use it, but because it's not someplace where you can use it.
Oh yeah, or that it exists.
Like, I read the Marie Kondo book, which was cute. I prefer the manga.
Oh yeah, the
manga's just like this really cute little story that then also has pictures about how folding clothes happens, and I used that method for a bit, and I was like, I'll use it for some of his stuff, but I'm not gonna do it with the socks anymore.
I mean, to be fair, specifically to Marie Kondo, she doesn't use that method anymore either.
But the little comic was really cute, with like helping out a friend who fictional and everything, but organizing stuff.
Mm.
I get a really good they're always like the category of self-help books, but you get like a really good one about productivity, even if you don't use the method in which they do stuff. A lot of them are very positive and make me feel like I can do things. And sometimes that's all I'm after, is just reading it to be like, okay, I feel like I can go do things, and then I do something completely different than what it's told me to do.
That's kind of what self-help books are out of the racket of.
Yeah. Sometimes I need that boost. That's how I got through high school.
Chicken soup for the,
Look, only because I went to a church did I end up with chicken soup books. And those are fine. There's nothing wrong with them. but
It's weird because there's nothing inherently Christian about chicken soup.
They're really, yeah, but they were very popular as like Christian reading.
Oh yeah. They're definitely of the type.
We should take a break.
Yeah, let's do that now.
Let's do that.
So what happens is we get up, stretch our legs, swap our fluids. You do the same thing. We all come back here and meet here in about 5 minutes or so and watch more and play more together. We're back.
We are back.
We are blitzing. Blitzing. Yes, we're blitzing with beats.
Blitz. But not blitzballing.
No.
That's a different blitz.
No.
We do not do that here.
Or beating the blitz, which is a different game, which is about a ball game that is not blitzball.
I mean, if they want to make a blitzball game that's a rhythm game, I'm willing to play that here.
Yeah. I mean,
That's fine.
I would, just because it's a rhythm game. That's why we're
And
here.
eventually we run out of games, so we just repeat.
We keep saying that, and then
I mean, we've had some couple of fortunate years where we get like 2 or 3 titles. Like,
oddly enough, before everything started dropping this year, I was starting to feel like, oh god, are we starting to scrape the bottom of the barrel here?
yeah, and then we got like a couple of new ones.
Plus announced ones for later in the year, which are going to be great. Looking forward to Starstruck. I looked into it.
Is it coming?
There was a developer update in February.
Nice.
And they were saying that they'd just finished the game. They'd finished the game up to the ending. So they were going back to polish things, and then they worked on the ending. So yeah, it's.
Oh, good. Yeah. That's gonna be a fun time.
And it also means that they are aware how important that ending is going to be to like tying the whole feel of that game together.
We're gonna have to start that game over.
Absolutely.
Got to do it from the beginning.
Apparently they've loosened up the physics too, so things look wackier.
Ooh.
You know, when you hit houses with hammers. And Unbeatable is still happening.
Shoot.
So
These are tighter jumps. Ah! I mean, if we're lucky, we should also get Deep Doctor or whatever out of early access soon. It's just your regular reminder that we know it exists, but we are waiting for it to be out of early access.
And I was also excited for another game that I knew was coming this year until I saw Mozart in the chat, and my brain just kind of got very upset and shut down. Right, the bounce game. That's not helpful.
The what game?
The bounce game. You know, with the bouncing people. Melodies, no, not Melodies Escape. With the dungeons and the people.
Oh, Rift of the Necrodancer.
Yes, thank you. Plenty of Necrodancer content coming up. Bouncing people.
I mean, I understand now that I know what you're talking about. And I will say that once my brain was like, oh, he means this game, instead of telling me the name of it, it gave me a visual of the avatars bouncing up and down instead of the name. So, you know.
I really need to, anytime this happens to me for the next while, I'm going to start writing down what I use to describe the games as, and just, you know, go for a month without calling things properly their names. Just like, yeah, the Bouncing People game, you know, made by that, for that computer, what with the holes in the side of the house that let the light in.
Don't jump there. I mean, I do that with anime all the time. That's why I had to write down the actual names whenever we talked about about it.
But on the other hand, anime also does that to itself often, which is why we get all these descriptive title light novels now.
I end up having shorthands for them that don't make sense unless you've seen them, and are not helpful in terms of looking them up. So, you know.
I just miss the days when we actually used to, put that information into a combined word. Like, instead of what if the cops had robots that they called labors to do patrols on? Maybe just call it pat labor.
I mean, there was a light novel style game called something like, or anime called something like my absolute cooking ability, whatever. It's an isekai thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I just kept calling it abs cooking because the Plex title for it cut it off at the word abs.
That's always good. I feel you.
It's really hard to get out of the pattern that you start really digging yourself into. Nope. Jump there.
Oh no, having some very severe deja vu right now.
It's like, ooh, progress. Why did I think about anything other than what I was doing?
Don't think, react. I wonder if the Sopathon's running again now with post-World Health Emergency. For those wondering, the Sopathon is a 24-hour, 5-day improvised long-form improv show.
Specifically in Edmonton.
Yes, in Edmonton, Alberta, held by the Dynasty players as a fundraiser for their upcoming seasons. And there are a rip-roarious good time. Especially when you get, actors who haven't slept for 72 hours trying to remember who the hell they are and what they've done in the past 72 hours.
I do miss going to see that. It's probably one of the few reasons why I'd go back to Edmonton at this point.
I was thinking that same thing. That and the Walk Box.
Don't know what that is.
Ooh, that was a fast food establishment. They did sort of like Noodle Box here.
Oh, okay. All right.
But still independent, and at least last I had them, still very good and extremely closely guarded recipes for their sauces, which is upsetting because I've never had anything like their jungle curry Camboji, and I desperately want that flavor. It's like green curry, but it would seep into these the tofu, the deep fried tofu blocks. Oof. Spicy, savory, and all good. I have a recipe for a green chicken curry that I want to try out, which looks like it might be good, but I need to find some galangal, which is hard to find in Victoria at times. Fairways sometimes has it.
I forget, how spicy is the green curry?
I
Because I know yellow is a little bit more mild, I think.
Green curry, the times I've had it, has been extremely spicy, but I think the idea is it's really how much of it you're using. You can make a mild green curry.
Oh, okay.
It's just a different base flavor.
Nope. I always want to jump there.
Like, I've had green curries that, when cooking, we needed to have all the windows in that apartment open, and we still, I think, chemically burned our throats a few times. I've also done a couple myself that were just, pleasant and, as has been mentioned in the chat, floral and green flavored. Unfortunately, what I've found in experimentation is that whether or not you've got the paste, it's everything else in the curry that actually gives it that the undescribable flavor. Your marquet lime leaves, your galangal, your stalks, and your coconut milk, depending on whether or not you're using that.
I mean, usually when we make yellow curry, we put coconut milk in it. Just can't remember if we tried green or if we tried, I think it might have been red.
Given that I know I know where Beej shops, I'm pretty sure I know exactly what red or green curries those were too.
You would be correct.
It's no secret Beej likes to shop at Superstore. For anything he can't get. God, can you imagine if Princess Auto started selling produce?
I'd be really annoyed by it.
But then Beej could take back all the celery he didn't eat over the week. Because he'd still have the receipt.
Oh no, I was starting to see the Matrix. I think.
Yeah!
Yes! Finally! Progress! Ooh, a lot of progress too.
Mm-hmm. God, yeah, full checkpoint. Oh, that's a rough patch.
Okay, I didn't need to jump on that one part. Yes. Oh.
It feels
Really?
like
9 deaths? It felt like a million.
that. Yeah, that felt like a lot more than
That felt
9.
like a million.
How does this count?
How did I get 177 out of 172 beats? I mean, I know I don't do math on the weekends, but I feel like that's some math shenanigans.
I think so. Hey, we finished the game, Heather.
Nice.
That was it.
But there's still Primer and Sphinx. No, wait, these we did.
These loop
We
back
did
around.
these already. Okay.
Any that we don't have yet.
My brain is a little broken.
No, that's fair.
That song was rough.
You deserve it because that was not a that was not a great song. I mean, it's a good song, but it was not
No, the song part was fine. It was
difficulty.
the difficulty was like.
Huh. I don't know. Anybody want to go back and replay?
Want to try and get a better score on something?
I mean, I kind of want to just go back and do Sphinx again.
Oh, and do Sphinx again.
Yeah. No one can stop me. I mean, you can stop me, but you're not going to.
I'm not going to. That's against our Rhythm Café pact. I'm only supposed to stop you if it's gonna like endanger a bunch of things.
Yes.
You replaying a song is not that.
Just wanted to enjoy this color scheme again in pixel this time. Like, I do think I'd actually like to paint a model in that scheme at some point. Oh. Oh, 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 oh. Oh wait, yes, there is an extreme mode we could try. If we're feeling extreme.
That's true. I knew there was an S plus in here. All right, sure. Let's go back to Primer because it's the first song. And let's turn on hardcore mode. Hardcore mode will disable checkpoints, but dying will not affect your score.
Ah.
Recommended for attempting perfect runs.
Okay, well.
I don't really want to do that.
Yeah, that's less interesting than.
Did I?
I think you did.
There. I'm just gonna play this one.
Yeah. Give it and try.
Because surely on the tutorial we can get a better score than that. Now that we understand how to play the game.
I would hope we could get a perfect score here.
Yeah.
Cool. S plus.
S plus.
Let's see. Sure, why not? Let's see if we can Hyaku% this. Ah! Hell. In fact, we're going back to the beginning. No. I appreciate that it'll just let you go right out if you want to.
But you've been perfect up to the checkpoint.
Yeah.
So
I might actually.
it was just good experimentation. If you
Yeah.
can perfect it and you still have deaths on checkpoint areas, we can see if that affects score. Which it probably should, because your modifier starts at 0.
Yeah, the bonus. Just add some deaths there for
Flavor.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you've got to technically perfect it.
Significant drop off based on deaths.
Which, I guess, if that's the way we're gonna do things, we should have this turned on.
If we've now been.
If we're gonna do it this way... yeah.
Look, Chet, when fire happens on stream, it's your job to sit back and enjoy it. We'll deal with the fire.
Also, you can't. You literally can't deal with
Right?
the fire,
Yes.
so you might as well just enjoy the flames. Watch the world burn a little. That's what I like to do. No! Missed one. Fire's pretty. It's got a really nice color palette.
Where do you land on fire colorants then?
Oh, you mean where, like, you put things in to change the color of the fire?
Yeah.
I think some of them can be good. I don't think fire needs to be every color. But I don't mind the occasional purple fire.
I'm a big green fan, but you know, fuck copper. You hear me, Iana, sir?
He'd like to know. You really should answer if he's asking.
God, he would have read notifications on, wouldn't he? And by read, I mean R-E-E-D, because it's the past. And...
Oh, not. This isn't a thing where he, like. He follows Dr. Reed?
Richard's the smartest
Richards.
man on earth.
Yeah. Got your read notifications.
I think you're thinking of Victor Von Doom.
Now I'm just dying on purpose because I'm missing notes.
I've noticed. Not blaming, but
this is where I've gone with my life. This is what a hardcore version of our stream would look like. It's not pretty. I mean, it's not terrible, but it's not pretty.
No! What?
What's wrong, Ian?
Apparently, according to Kumatsu in the chat and others, there has been more information about Ienisur that has recently come to light. The British Museum apparently has a lot more of his clay tablets, but not all of them have been translated. And they found another letter where he was running a protection racket with his business partner, whose name translates as Mr. Short.
Ew. Why do I keep jumping there?
When someone pointed out the other day that more people know about him and have an unfavorable opinion about him today than probably there were people alive when he was alive.
It's one way to leave a mark in history.
It's an amazing, amazing longevity. Mr. Verbal says, so it's the film Get Shorty. At this point, I would not be surprised if there were at least two people. Well, I hope they're not writing right now because solidarity, but I'm pretty sure there are at least two writers in Hollywood working on an Ienisur script. If I were writing it, I think I'd do well, and I'm not writing it because, again, solidarity. But I'd probably make it about a heist to steal back his unfired clay tablets.
There are clay tablets he didn't fire?
Oh no, he didn't fire any of his clay tablets.
Well, isn't that good? They all have jobs still?
That is a different joke that I was going in the direction of. Apparently, in Babylonian times, it was considered normal to not fire your clay tablets because they can be reused that way.
Oh,
however,
interesting.
Ienisur was found dead in his home with all of his surrounded by fired clay tablets, which means that we can correctly surmise
was his house on fire.
Yeah, that he died when his house burned down with all his clay tablets.
Wow.
Or he did fire them because he was a big narcissist, but. Oh!
Well, I think I need a break.
I'll give it a try. Maybe right from there, I guess. Hey.
I can do halfway. Reliable, semi-reliably. A couple of times.
No! go.
A man historically fueled by spite. I mean, spite can do... You can do a lot on spite.
World War II.
Yeah, not always good thing on spite.
No.
But, you know... Not all of us can be fueled by Sprite.
No, I don't think Sprite would have solved World War II.
No, but
It might have lessened it.
sometimes it's a better fuel than Sprite.
Or, diesel. For example.
I'm pretty sure you don't want to put that in an engine. The sugar content, I understand, is likely not good for that.
And vice versa for your own gas tank, right?
Yes.
There are very few vehicles that will accept both Sprite and D's. Ah, hell! D's nuts! Okay, actually, now I just want that to exist just for the name. Somebody please start working on a process to turn nuts and various oil into diesel fuel. Just so it could be marketed as D's nuts.
I wouldn't doubt that there's someone who's trying just for like something like Shark Tank or something weird.
I'm pretty sure you can use nut oil to make biodiesel.
Maybe?
But it's probably the least cost-effective thing to do. Nut farming is extremely environmentally intensive in terms of the amount of water.
Yeah, that kind of feels like that's just trading out one environmental disaster for another. Yeah.
That, and we'd also reduce the availability of nuts for our face. Let me rephrase that. We'd greatly reduce the amount of nuts that would be available for us to purchase for consumption.
Okay. Nut farming simulator. That's the title. You do with it what you will.
Yeah. Great, Doki Doki Literature Club, here we come.
But some games are really popular right now, aren't they?
Yes.
What kind of nuts do you want to farm? How do you want to do it?
Now look, if they've got to go into a truck, they got to be liquid for. Oh, and the less said about nut milk on this stream, the better.
Nut milk farming simulator 2024. Coming to stores never.
I would hope so. That's not appropriate for public. And people say we're the wholesome stream.
Do they?
I don't know anymore.
You shouldn't. You definitely, if you're saying that, you shouldn't. I want names. I want numbers. And I want to tell you no.
Addresses, just to knock on the door and very emphatically.
Just want to talk.
Ah, damn it!
I've seen less enough. This is wholesome by comparison. Yeah, well, I mean, they play gory games.
Mm-hmm.
We play games with spinning dots and beautiful music. And sometimes it'll devolve into a card game that we don't know how to play for a few rounds, and it won't let us progress until we get 31. But, there's no blood and gore in that. Unless, we manage to ever get a hold of the people who made it.
tie those fuckers to a chair and make them tune a harpsichord.
It's gonna make them play their own game.
That too.
You missed a note.
Yeah. That's why I wasn't clicking anymore.
Let's Snope is thirsty, Rhythm Cafe is cursed.
I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean, we make sure we're full of fluids before our stream.
Right, and during.
Yeah. We are never thirsty. On stream. We're prepared.
Yeah, because we come prepared with enough liquid. Sorry, I now just really want to at least mock up a Photoshop for the cover of Nut Milk Farming Simulator 2024.
It's the year that really sells it because it suggests that it's going to be a yearly title.
Mm-hmm. Ah! Again.
Most wholesome stream is 9 o'clock. That is correct.
Which is weird because he does it from home where no one can see.
But he's always in a hole.
Yeah. Of his own making often, too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This time. Yes, there we go. And yes.
Mm-hmm.
And yes. And yes. Up. Jump, jump. Down, jump, down. Down, down, jump, jump, down, jump. Starting to get too entertaining.
Gotta get that right medium. If you zone out too much, you will just hit something because you'll forget. If you think too much, you'll hit something because you're trying too hard.
Mm-hmm. Gotta do the vocalizations when it makes sense, and shut up when it's time to jump. You know, I'm surprised that no one's done a Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden Play It Forward.
Probably have to emulate that at this point.
Oh, well, it was never released on a console. So yeah, absolutely.
Was it not?
No. Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden was the
Gaiden,
yes,
sorry.
the RPG unofficial sequel to Barkley Shut Up and Jam.
Right. Would you start with the first one and then do the other one as the fifth?
Oh, absolutely not. One of them is a basketball game and the other one is...
I'm thinking of Shaq Fu.
Yes.
That's
okay,
what
yeah,
I'm
there we
thinking
go.
of. I'm like, was it? Oh, no, that's
I mean,
right.
Shaq Fu is the Kazam of the Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden universe.
Wow. Shade.
Can you throw shade on something? God damn it! That doesn't exist?
I mean, all I know is that when I was tearing through my journals to get rid of them, one of the things I had written when I was very young was I was incredibly excited about the Kazam movie. And then within a week, I had written that it was one of the worst movies I had ever seen.
Why were you excited for it?
Because it had, like, what's his face in it?
Now this is the problem.
This
is the central issue with Kazam.
It had the basketball player in it. It had Shaq in it.
Thank you. Or do you mean Sinbad?
Kazam?
I don't remember which is the right answer either.
I'm pretty sure it was Shaq. Like a genie?
Oh no, there was definitely an genie. It's the world is very split on whether it was Sinbad, Shaq, or Nelson Mandela.
Pretty sure it was Shaq. Because when I was of a certain age, there was a very brief time in my life where I was into sports.
Okay.
And my sport was basketball. And not wasn't the Lakers because they transferred him to the Lakers and I got mad about that. It was the Magic team or whatever.
Oh, the yeah.
Yeah.
Not the Jazz. But yes, there is a Magic. Yeah.
And then I just died off of sports after that. After you got transferred to the Lakers, it was like, no. But yeah, I was incredibly excited for that movie. Well, like I was also really hyped for like the Power Rangers movie and things like that because I was a kid. And then I just think it's funny that after I saw that movie, I thought it was a terrible movie because most of the time I thought those movies were amazing, and then later it was like, oh, those weren't as good as I remember them being. And this was one of the only ones where I was like, oh, I'm so excited, so excited, so excited. What the fuck was this? Well, without the swearing, because I didn't do that then.
So what were your feelings on Jordan at the time?
He was fine.
Hey.
He had an inspirational story. It was cool. I want to mention again, this was a very brief amount of time.
Oh yeah, no, I'm just...
Also, I had friends who were into the sport, and that's probably one of the only reasons why I was super trying to be into it.
That helps, yeah. I'm just curious because I want to know if you are a big Pro Stars head or not. Ah! Pro Stars being the Saturday morning cartoon featuring Bo Jackson, Michael Jordan, and Wayne Gretzky, all as superheroes working for a juice shop.
Okay. I mean, that'd be cool. I probably would have been into that. Yeah, I want to stress that it's not like I really paid attention to sports. Like, I say I was into sports, but what I mean by that is I knew, like, two people's names, and I knew what teams they were on. And when I say I got mad that he joined the Lakers, I just didn't like the color yellow in the uniform.
Yep.
Like, I think this is like grade 5 Heather. This is not like a sophisticated, wow, sports were really cool and then I got out of sports kind of thing.
I bought one sports baseball cap as a kid, a starter cap, because obviously you have to get the starter cap. But it was, I believe, the San Francisco Buccaneers or whatever the hell they were called, because it was a black and white cap, and it had a logo that I didn't hate.
I mean, that's a good start.
But growing up in Edmonton in the early 80s, during the height of the Edmonton Oilers dynasty, and also having a kid in my class whose father was a goalie for another NHL team.
Oh, that was
God damn it. Yeah, it meant that hockey was all but inescapable. That didn't mean I liked it, but... I had a brief dalliance with football, though, in late junior high. Because it turned out, playing tackle football during recesses, I was very difficult to take down, it turns out. And then, there was just no football available in my school or post. So, yeah, that never became a sport I played. Despite the fact that which, in retrospect, very good for my own noggin.
I mean, I think... Let's see, we played a game called Board and Ball, and I was on the team for that, but that was like a elementary school thing.
Board and Ball, that's the one that's like baseball, but with a slow pitch kickball?
No, it's more like what if soccer with only hands and you don't dribble, you have to like constantly pass.
Oh yeah.
I was very good at making people get out of the way. I know I tried out for like volleyball in junior high and didn't make the team, which is probably fine. I don't think I would have cared to stick around with that stuff eventually, but It was one of the things you could try out for, so it was one of the things I tried out for.
Would you like to give this a chance?
Sure.
My tryouts involve basketball, which somehow didn't get in for that, probably because I hated running. And badminton, because I hated running, but was tall and didn't get into either. That's why I'm a band kid. Oh, I'm sorry, Rourke. No, band is in the musical instruments with the valves and whatnot. Valves. Okay, sorry about that, Rourke.
Ooh, I recovered anyway.
Hey. Honestly, just hearing the song again and again makes the level a bit easier just because you know what you're expecting.
Got there eventually.
I like that we get the little doo-doo-doo. Fandango.
I really thought we'd hit like the third section and that's where like it would start breaking again because you get so used to those first two sections.
We have one more in us? We have one more try, I think.
You can get one more try in.
This one isn't S+ yet, so let's give it a
It's
try.
got an S ranking, so our chances of getting S+ on it seem higher.
Yes. Yes.
I'm not a fan of the one fail restart gameplay mechanic. I will note that we are currently on hardcore mode. So that's the mechanic that's in play. It restarts you from a checkpoint on normal mode.
Yeah, it's quite good actually. We're just trying something a little bit challenging for ourselves. Well, we eat up time. Boop, 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 boop. Beep. Calm down and let the ball just do its own job. Ah! All right, once more. And I think we might be in a good space to shut it down. In that respect, Heather, where can people find you when you are not on this fine channel here?
You can find me over at twitch.tv/LunarJade. I'm currently streaming Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories for the Game Boy Advance. which has an interesting idea of combat with cards. Also, it takes the term Memory Palace to an extreme that I don't think anyone ever meant it to. How about you, Ian?
Well, you can find me over at tilty.housc or tiltyhouse.com. We play Yakuza there on Fridays. But not next Friday. I'm going out to actually go to a local game store because we're starting up X-Wing play in town again.
Ooh.
And I was starting to get into that just before things went to shit in terms of global health. And now I'm ready to get out there and put Darth Vader back on the table.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see. If you're looking for our lure stuff, you'll find that over at twitch.tv/loadingreadyrun or youtube.com/loadingreadyrun, along with a variety of channels. If you're looking specifically for most VODs, such as the one for here, you can find that at youtube.com/loadingreadylive. You can give us money through patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. Helps us keep stuff running. You can also give us super thanks on any of the YouTube channels if that's your speed. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's store.loadingreadyrun.com if you would like to purchase goods such as play mats and dice trays and such.
It's a rotating selection of things that rotate very slowly, but new stuff does come in occasionally as old stuff leaves. Like Tai Chi, I guess. I don't know if that's how Tai Chi works. Yeah.
You can also find our streaming schedule over at loadingreadyrun.com/live if you're looking for any other specific streams. We do a variety of content, a variety of genres of stuff with several different hosts, so ideally there's something for everybody. I refuse to make the promise that there is, because I feel like there's going to be at least one person out there who somehow doesn't like anything we do. And I'm not going to appease you, so...
No. We're not going to name names either. Mom.
Mom's dead.
What? No, my mother's alive. It's my father who's dead. Dad.
Goodbye, everybody.